You know, I've never seen a 4'11" ball of pure unadulterated rage and anger blow up and have a mental breakdown, but, hell, today's the first day for everything. Welcome back, everybody, to Steins Gate Zero. I'm your host, the Musical Gamer, and we are here to witness Maho-tan's amazing disbelief. It is very true, my dear. On the train back, Maho Hyajo was having trouble controlling her excitement. Two girls who said they came from the future, and Rintaro Okabe's story about the time leap machine. Normally, she'd never believe them, but if Kurisu Makise's mind had made these things possible, she could accept them. Kurisu is a genius. She just might be capable of it. To Maho, Kurisu seemed capable of anything, and most of all, she'd seen it for herself. On the way back from the lab, Suzuha had taken her to the top of the radio building. Okay, so she has seen the time machine. It was night, and she didn't have a lot of time to look at it closely, but she could tell at a glance that it wasn't made with modern technology. Honestly, she wanted to start work on making another one tomorrow. No, right now even. But she had something to do first. The time leap machine that Kurisu had made, she needed to make an improved version. That meant she was going to be practically living at Okabe's lab for a while. Ho ho ho! Oh really now? You gonna be cohabitating a room? You two? So she decided to get what she needed from the office in Wako City. From outside the building, she could see that the lights were still on despite the late hour. I wonder if the professor's still in. Oh, he is. As soon as she got inside, Dr. Leskinen rushed over, his face pale. Wait, what? Dude, what's the matter? Yeah, oh wait, shit, now I'm looking at the picture. I see papers all over the floor. Oh dear. The room had clearly been ransacked. Oh no. Of course, the place had barely had anything in it to begin with, so with a quick glance, it was hard to see what had changed. But Maho and Dr. Leskinen's desks had clearly been searched. The drawers had been locked, but the locks had been broken and their contents spilled out. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Dr. Reyes hadn't brought much of anything, but fortunately. And so she'd escaped with very little damage, but her drawers had been dumped out, too. Espionage? Oh God, this is to be the people that the motorcycle lady was with. Wouldn't it make more sense to hit the Riken Institute next door? Only a few people even knew this office had existed to begin with. Suddenly, Okabe's words began to take on a new meaning for her. Could this have something to do with what he'd said? Was a secret war over the time machine already beginning? Oh God. Oh God. Is this other countries? Sending in, oh man, freaking infiltration and spy groups and things like that to try and steal time machine technology and research? Sorry, I was covering my nose there. I went way too nasally. Don't go that nasally. He'll never come back. This is the beginning of World War III, isn't it? She checked the desk and drawers and couldn't find a single thing missing.
PC の中も確かめてみたが、第三者にアクセスされた形跡は見られない。本当に何も取られてないかい？はい。そういえばマホ、君のノート PC はどうした？もしかして盗まれたんじゃないか？
ああ、あれならホテルに置いてあるから大丈夫です。
I mean, unless they're going to the hotel next.
そうか。ならいいんだが。
Yeah, I hope you're right too.
どうする？警察に連絡する？
何も取られていないなら、ことを荒立てる必要はないのかもしれないな。
そうね。少し様子を見ましょうか。
Yeah, I guess if there's nothing stolen, the police really can't do anything about it. Maho wasn't sure that was a good idea, but she could understand that going to the police would be a big hassle. Especially since they weren't Japanese to begin with. And more than anything, Dr. Leskinen probably didn't want to lose the time that could be spent on research. The same was true of Maho too.
教授、実はお願いがあるんです。
Dr. Leskinen agreed to give her a vacation much more readily than she expected. Oh, good. At least that went over well. Maybe coming to the office over New Year's had paid off. Now she'd be able to focus on the time leap machine. Once she got back to her hotel room, she quickly got her things ready. She wasn't checking out of the hotel, but she needed clothes and other things so she could stay at the lab for a while.
よし。あとは。
Once she finished packing her bag, she grabbed another bag that was placed next to it. Bagception! It was a laptop and a portable hard drive that she'd gotten from Karisu's mother after her death. So it's her laptop. She tried many times to crack the password, but never managed to succeed. She knew that she wouldn't have time to do anything with it, but she still didn't want to leave it here.
そうだわ。確か彼。
After she made one last check of her things and got ready to leave the room, an idea came to her. Not a bad idea, if I do say so myself. Maybe this is what Karisu wanted? She quickly shook her head and chased the idea from her mind. Karisu would get mad at her. Life and death were like a binary, 0 and 1. You could be one or the other. There was no will that existed after death. If it existed at all, it existed inside the brain. I'm not entirely sure what her idea is, but I would have liked to hear it, game. Several days passed, and I still had no idea who had planted the memories in Kagari's head. I went all the way out to talk to the priest who'd found her, and even question the locals in the surrounding area, but I had no luck. Suzuha seemed to be doing her own research. She hadn't been back to the lab since then. She was in touch with Daru at regular intervals, so I didn't think she was in danger. I asked Kanoji and Moeka again, but neither of them seemed to have any luck. In this world line, the lab hadn't even been attacked, which meant they might be up to something else. Even if they were, I had no way of even imagining what it was. But I was sure that someone had kidnapped a young Kagari Shina and experimented on her, and only recently had she escaped. They had to be planning something, and I was sure it was bad. We didn't have time to wait for them to act. I can't agree more with this right now. But without any clues, there was nothing we could do. My mind kept going in circles, and I kept getting more frustrated and nervous with every minute.
すみません、真帆先輩。私のために。あと少しでできそうだから。それに、これは私のためでもあるんだし。
Maho staggered out of the development room, sank into the sofa, and smiled sleepily. Ha! She's been working all night, hasn't she? There were dark spots under her eyes. For the last few days, she'd been working on the device without any sleep. Her work needed to pay off soon, as fast as possible.
それにしても、携帯電話を使うだなんて、普通考えないわ。たとえ考えついたとしても、実行に移そうなんて思わない。
携帯は話すときに、どうしても受話器をこめかみ付近に近づける必要があるからな。
こめかみ周辺には大脳前頭葉と大脳側頭葉がありますからね。側頭葉の海馬傍回が記憶を貯蓄する場所だと考えると妥当な判断かと。
You're doing Kurisu speak again, Kagari.
問題はどうやって記憶を圧縮させるかよね。
それについては、もっか僕が毎日徹夜で頑張ってるわけだが。
すまないな、ダル。
しかもハッキングがここからだって絶対にバレないようになんて言うから大変だっつうの。他のバイトだってあるのにさ。
To compress the memories, we need CERN's LHC, no matter what. Right! The Large Hadron Collider. I forgot that was a necessary component. That's what's going to compress all of the memory data into... What does it need to be? Like 32 bytes? 36 bytes? Something like that? I'm hoping Maho's can make it, can be a bit improved and we can actually get a little bit more leeway here. That one took a lot of thought. If we made an enemy out of CERN, that tragedy I'd gone through before would repeat. But the main reason that CERN had attacked us was the D-mails we'd sent to the past. If it weren't for that, they probably wouldn't have bothered. And since we weren't sending D-mails, CERN would probably never even detect us. Probably. Fortunately, Suzuha had the IBM 5100 that we needed for the hack. Things were coming together better than I expected. That was like the entire game, the last one.
彼女、 ほんと別人みたいなんですけど。
あ
I nodded at Daru. Talking about Kagari, huh? For the past few days, more of Karisu's memories had been invading Kagari's mind. Lately, she'd even started discussing complex technical subjects with Maho. She was acting just like Kurisu used to when she lived in America. At first, Maho seemed put off, but she eventually adapted. Maho probably wanted to get details about the device from Kurisu, so it seemed to be helping.
それにしてもこんなラボで本当にタイムリープマシンを作ってたなんて実際にタイムマシンを目にした今でも信じられないわ。でも人間の記憶を丸ごとデータ化して過去に飛ばすなんて発想はすごいですよね。さすがは真帆先輩。その言葉そっくりそのままあなたに返してあげるわ。はい？あなたは天才で所詮私はサリエリだったってことよ。
Watching the two of them, it was easy to fool myself into thinking it was Mao and Kurisu talking.
なあ、かがり。
そうだ、アマデウスで思い出しましたけど、プロジェクトはどうなってるんですか？残念ながら凍結されたわ。
かがり。
凍結？どうして？もしかしてレスキネン教授が決めたんですか？
She's not even responding to her own name anymore.
私にもわからないわ。教授はもっと上からの指示だって言ってたけど。そんな、せっかく順調に言ってたのに。
なあ、クリス。
はい？
Oh, damn. Oh, God, this is getting bad. She doesn't even think of herself as Kagari anymore.
あれ？私、今。
君はかがり。椎名かがりだよな。
椎名かがり。そう。私は椎名かがり。私は。
Kagari suddenly put her hands up to her head, afraid.
でも、それじゃあ、これは。この頭の中にある記憶は何？
それはマキセ・クリスの記憶だ。君の記憶じゃない。
そんなこと言われてもわかんないよ。
Kagari was acting completely different now that she was just a moment ago with Maho. She raised her voice like a child throwing a tantrum.
だって私にとっては私の記憶でしかないんだもん。マユリンママたちとの記憶も子供の頃のパパとの記憶もアメリカの大学での出来事も全部私の中にあるんだもん。どれが本当でどれか嘘かなんて私わかんないよ。
Her words turned to sobs. I could understand how she felt. From her perspective, it was all real. None of it was fake. It was easy to tell her to get a hold of herself, but it wasn't that easy for her to actually do it. I remembered what Kurisu had said when she'd finished the time leap machine. She'd said you could never put your memories inside someone else's mind. Oh yeah, that clearly didn't age well, did it? It would destroy their personality. But if, just if we were to leave Kagari like this, what would happen? There was a chance that her own memories would disappear and only Kurisu's would remain. If that happened, who would the person in front of me become? Would they be Kagari? Or would they be Kurisu? If it was Kurisu... That wasn't true. It was impossible. I couldn't even think about it. But the more I thought, the more I felt a horrible idea tugging at my mind, no matter how much I tried to ignore it.
私どうしたらいいの？助けて、ママ、パパ。
It would have been great if Mayuri was still around. But unfortunately, both she and Lukako had gone to school. Both of them were worried about Kagari and had told me to contact them if anything came up. But that didn't mean I could rely on them all the time.
かがりたん、ちょっと気分転換に散歩でもしてきたらどう？
そうね。人間じっとしてると余計なこと考えちゃうものよ。少しくらい体を動かした方がいいかもしれないわね。
というわけでオカリン、かがりたんを頼んだ。
わかった。
Yeah, we'll do what we can. Oh god, I hope she doesn't break down like last time. The two of us walked out to Central Street together, but we didn't really have anything to do. The air outside must have made her feel a little better, because Kagari was starting to calm down.
どこか行きたいところあるかな？
どこでもいいの？
ああ、君の行きたいところでいい。
それじゃあ、クリスさんと行ったところに連れてってほしい。
Oh god, isn't that gonna make it worse though?
え？
オカリンさんがクリスさんと歩いたことのある場所に連れて行って。
Somewhere I'd been with Kurisu. Where could that be? The coin laundry in the neighborhood? Hoarding Park? Gyudon Sambo? I hadn't spent a lot of time with her at fun or romantic places. I'd spent a lot of time with her, but most of it had disappeared into many different world lines. I'd gone through that time again and again, but most of it had been spent arguing and working with her at the lab. We'd never spent any time going any places fun. And we never made it to Aomori either.
オカリンさんがクリスさんと初めて会ったのはどこ？
Oh god, the radio building?
初めて会った場所。
私、そこに行きたい。
The place where Kurisu and I had met. It was the radio building. Oh boy.
ここが？
A brightly colored building in front of Akihabara Station. The radio building. This was where it started. Yes, this is where everything had begun. On that day, the time machine appeared on the roof of the building. It was just after that when I met Kurisu. I could still remember it. The challenging look in her eyes. Thinking back, I may have already fallen in love with her then. But even though this was the place I'd met her, this was also the place where I'd...
オカリンさん、どうしたの？
すまない。
Lately, I'd been so busy with Kagari that I'd started to think I was getting a little better. But maybe I wasn't.
汗すごい。ごめん。もしかして私のせい？
いや、そうじゃないんだ。ただ、
Whenever I came here, I couldn't help but remember what happened that day. But
行こう。
いいの？具合悪いんでしょ？
大丈夫だ。
I couldn't just stand out here forever. Good! Good on you, dude! I think it's time we faced our demons. I couldn't keep Mayuri, Daru, and the others worrying forever. If I needed to get over it at some point, then...
わかった。それじゃあ、行こう。
That time is now. Something soft touched my hand. Kagari was holding my hand tightly in hers.
ありがとう。
Kagari led me down the bustling street toward the radio building. My knees felt like they were about to give out at any second. Even after I'd gone inside, I was still doing better than I had thought I would. But I still didn't feel like climbing the stairs where it had happened. We took the elevator to the roof. Ferris, aka Rumio Akiya, had carefully locked the door to the roof so that no one who wasn't authorized could enter. I'd been given a key too, but today was the first time I was able to use it. The first thing I saw after coming onto the roof was a strangely shaped object. The time machine.
懐かしい。これ。私、これに乗ってきたんだよ。
Kagari happily ran up to the time machine. It was right after she'd separated from Suzuha that she'd lost her memories. She remembered going from the future to this place in 1975.
初めてこのビルの上に降りた時にね、お空がすっごく綺麗でびっくりしたの。
Unfortunately, it wasn't very pretty right now. Yes, it looks like it's raining. Looks like it's about to rain. But Kagari spoke as if there was an endless blue sky stretching out in front of us.
私、ママと別れるのが嫌で、ずっとこのマシンの中で泣いてた。ママに会いたいよって。そんなことじゃダメだ。いつまでも泣くんじゃないって、鈴葉お姉ちゃんに言われて、それでも悲しくて。そんな時に開いたハッチの外に見えたのが青い空だったの。
2036年の空は青くないのか？
うん。 戦争の影響でね、ずっと黒くて暗い空、それに外にもなかなか出してもらえないし。
The mid-70s were right after the big economic growth spurt. Ecological concerns weren't as important as they are now. That was also when air pollution was a really big deal. The air probably wasn't as clean as it is now. If it seemed beautiful to her anyway, that must have meant the air in the future was really terrible.
オカリンさん
yeah,
は
that's for sure.
ここでクリスさんと初めて会ったの？
いや、ここじゃない。ここは。
お、
A cold drop hit my nose. Oh, it's time to rain. I saw that coming.
ああ、そうだな。
That's right.
岡部か。
生きてたか。
そっか。ここだとあんたと会っちゃう可能性があること忘れてた。
何をしていたんだ。
考え事。
そうか。
And we've had a moment with her here too. The rain had been falling then too. When she'd learned that either she or Mayuri was fated to die, she'd come here and looked up at the sky like this.
すごい降ってきたよ。オカリンさん、中に。オカリンさん？
What had she been thinking then? When she'd entrusted her fate to another person, to me.
オカリンさんたら、このままじゃ風邪ひいちゃうよ。早くこっちに。
Kagari dragged me inside, away from the noise of the falling rain. A few moments later, I found myself sitting there. The place was being renovated and none of the stores were open. The lights were off, too, and it made the place seem very gloomy.
びっくり。
That day after the rain, Kurisu and I had leaned up against each other and talked. And this was also the place where...
ここだよ。ここが俺とクリスが初めて会った場所だ。
Strictly speaking, this is where I'd first met her in the Beta World line. That day, half a year ago.
さっき私に何を言おうとしたんですか？
さっきとはいつのことだ？
ほんの15分くらい前、会見が始まる前に。私に何か言おうとしましたよね。すごく悲しそうな顔をして、まるで今にも泣き出しそうで、それにすごく辛そうでした。どうして？私前にあなたと会ったことありますか？
It seems so long ago now. Thinking back, that was the beginning of everything. I wished I'd never met her. If only I'd known this would be the result. If I'd never met her, I wouldn't have to feel this way.
オカリンさん。
I felt something soft touch my face.
かがり。
私が怖がっていると、ママがよくこうしてくれたの。
どうして？
だってオカリンさんすごく辛そうで、今にも泣き出しそうなんだもん。
Kagari patted me on the head again and again, as if I were a child.
あいつとクリスと初めて会ったのはここだった。
ここってこの踊り場？
ああ、最初の印象は最悪。初めて会ったっていうのに上から目線だわ、睨みつけてくる場で可愛さのかけらもなかった。もっとも向こうだってそう思ってただろうけどな。
After all, at the time I was rambling about nonsense like organization agents.
でもそれでもクリスさんはオカリンさんにとって大切な人になった。
ああ、
That was in the Alpha World line, though. Right after I'd met Kurisu in this one, she'd...
私の顔ってクリスさんによく似てるんだよね。
どうしてそれを？
先輩、真帆さんから聞いたの。それでネットで調べてみたんだけど、自分でもびっくりするくらい似てた。 そんな人の記憶が私の中にあるなんて、それも運命なのかなって。
Fate. It always was. Fate laughed at us. It toyed with us.
ねえ、もしも。
A drop of rain ran down Kagari's hair and hit the floor.
もしもね、椎名かがりの記憶がなくなって完全にクリスさんの記憶に入れ替わるとしたら、そしたら私は牧瀬クリスになっちゃうのかな。
そう簡単にいくものじゃないよ。
でももしもだよ、もしもそうなるなら、オカリンさんは嬉しい？私がクリスさんになったらオカリンさんは嬉しい？
It was the voice of the demon I tried so many times to ignore.
俺は
I didn't want that. Or did I?
でも私はやっぱり嫌だな。
That is such a difficult thing to answer. Another drop of rain struck the floor.
このまま自分がどうやって生きてきたのかもわからないまま、誰からも必要とされないまま消えちゃうなんて。
かがり。
私どうなっちゃうのかな。私は
Kagari was shaking a little. It wasn't just because of the cold.
ごめん。
いや、
I never did figure out what she was apologizing for.
このままじゃ風邪をひく。そろそろ帰ろう。
とにかく上がってください。
Oh? The first time I went into Lukako's room, it really did look like a girl's room.
二人ともずぶ濡れ。急いで着替えなきゃ。
And I guess we went over to the shrine. Yanabayashi Shrine was closer to the radio building than the lab, so I decided to bring Kagari there. Mayuri had sent me a message on the way, so I had her come here first. I figured that Kagari needed Mommy Mayuri right now more than she needed me.
Mama.
Just like I thought, the second she saw Mayuri's face, she relaxed a little.
寒かったでしょう。お風呂沸かしてきますね。
Lukako handed us towels to wipe away the rain and ran out of the room to start the bath.
お風呂、ママと一緒がいい。
マユシと？いいよ。あ、でもオカリンはどうする？
いや、俺はいい。かがりを先に入れてやってくれ。
ありがとう。オカリンも風邪ひいちゃうから着替えだけでもしてね。
Yeah, I'll do what I can, Mayuri.
なんとかする。
I ain't putting on Luca's clothes, that's for sure. Jesus Christ, man. Maybe I could borrow Lukako's father's clothes. Just as I got up to leave the room.
かがりちゃん？ どう
Kagari?
したの？かがりちゃん。
Kagari, what's wrong? Why did the ominous music start playing? Why the hell did the ominous music start playing? What's going on? Something was wrong with Kagari. She was staring at Mayuri's face, confused.
かがり？
誰？
Oh no.
あなたは誰？
マユシだよ。かがりちゃん。
かがり。私の名前？
かがり。
違う。私は誰なの？私は。
Oh, shit balls. Kagari tore at her hair and let loose a cry that sounded like it came from the pits of hell. Oh, jeez, what a lovely thought!
しっかりしろ、かがり。
痛いよ、ママ。助けて。パパ、助けて。誰か
Oh, there she goes. There she goes again. Great. If a Kagari falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? The answer is yes. Yes, it always does. She was like a puppet whose strings had been cut. All the strength left her body and she fell forward. By the time I left Lukuko's house, the rain had stopped. We waited for a while after that, but Kagari showed no signs of waking up. She looked peaceful as she was sleeping, so I decided to leave her to Mayuri and Lukuko and head back to the lab. Yeah, what else can we do? Not much, that's for sure. According to the two of them, she'd gotten confused several times in the past. But never like this. We might have underestimated how dangerous her situation really was. Her brain was probably under a lot of stress already. We needed a way to deal with this, and now. But for that, we need the time leap machine. Wait, what? Oh, thank freaking God. The second I opened the door, I heard Daru and Maho yelling.
本当か
I ran inside without even taking the time to remove my shoes.
おかりん、なんつうグッドタイミング。
岡部さん、びしょ濡れじゃない。
そんなことはどうでもいい。それよりも。
むふ。
Daru gave me a thumbs up.
でかしたダル
スーパーハッカーなのだぜ。これくらい当然だっつーの。
He could say that, but I knew exactly how much talent and effort it took to hack CERN. Your average hacker couldn't do it. The name Super Hacker wasn't just for show.
ヒヤジョーさんはヒヤジョーさんの方も完成したのか
私だってこれくらいどうってことなかったわ。
Oh, finally, some good news. Maho stuck her thumb up just like Daru had.
さすがだな。
まあこれも全部あなたやかがりさんから情報を得られたからなんだけど、そういう意味ではかがりさんの中にクリスの記憶が残っていて助かったわね。
いや、それでも完成させたのはヒヤジョーさんの力だ。
ありがとう。その言葉素直に受け取っておくわ。あとは実際にきちんと機能するかどうかが問題だけど、こればっかりは試してみるわけにもいかないのよね。
そうだな。
僕はキッチン二郎3回な。
You want 3 chip? Wait, what? 3 trips to where? Kitchen Jiro? Restaurant chain found in downtown Tokyo as well as Kansai. It was a popular combo menu that offers a large amount of delicious food. In addition to the restaurants, it also offers a delivery service. Okay, sure. That's what we'll do. Often used as part of the phrase, LOLOL. My bad, LOLOL. Lol. While theoretically an apology, it is more often used to provoke or annoy someone. PTSD, lovely PTSD. I didn't even read any of this stuff. An online nickname is rare for people to use online nicknames on boards like @channel. If a user does not pick a nickname, they'll simply be displayed as anonymous. Sure thing. Anyway, everything was ready. All that was left was to find out who they were. But that was still the biggest problem.
それじゃ私はちょっと眠らせてもらうわ。さすがに疲れる。
The sound of a ringing phone cut her off. What?
もう誰よ。人がこれから寝ようって時に。はい、もしもし。
She muttered to herself as she took the phone to the back of the development room.
で、かがりたんの方はどうなん？
それなんだが。
Just as I spoke, a Rhine message arrived. Oh? Hello? Who's it? Oh, Kagari woke up. She's calmed down. I let out a small sigh of relief and sent back an answer. Got it. Sorry, can you look after her for a while? I'll contact you if I need you.
実はあまり良くない。今日なんて真由りのことすら分からなくなった。
マジで？
それだけじゃない。その後ひどい頭痛を訴えて意識を失った。
それまずくね？
まずいな。なんとかしないと。
But unless we knew who we were up against, there was nothing we could do.
本当ですか？
Dara and I exchanged glances at the sudden voice from the development room.
マホタン、
What?
どうしたん？
What? Yeah, what's the matter? What
何
happened?
かあったのか
Who called you? When we looked inside, Maho turned around in a state of shock.
荒らされたって。私の借りてたホテルの部屋。
Oh. Uh-huh. Okay then. I can't say I didn't see this coming, but crap baskets. The call was from the hotel. Maho was staying at a business hotel in Wako City. Sometime in the past few days while she'd been staying here, someone had ransacked it. She left her keycard with the front desk, but there were signs that the lock had been picked. She'd just given her okay to search the room.
それで詳しい状況は分かったのか？
今から警察に連絡するから、何が盗まれてるか調べるためにも早く戻ってこいって。
Please tell me you brought your laptop with you here.
じゃあ何が取られたかわからんってこと？もしかして下着とかも？
God, Daru, I swear to fucking Christ.
そういうのは全部持ってきてるわよ。セクハラで訴えましょうか？
うひー、それだけは勘弁。
He already doesn't have anything. What would you sue him for? His overalls? Please don't. We don't want his pants falling down.
まあ、私の部屋って普段から散らかってるから、荒らされてるように見えただけって可能性もある。楽観的に考えればね。鍵が開けられてたって言うから、誰かが入ったのは間違いないでしょうけど、実はついこの間もオフィスの方が荒らされたことがあって。
じゃあ単なる偶然じゃないな。何者かがヒヤジョーさんの持っている何かを探しているんだ。
そうね。でも何を探しているのかは見当がついてるわ。
Please tell me you brought it here.
なんだ？
クリスのノート PC よ。
あれか。
Putting all the pieces together, it seemed the most likely option. I could be sure that whoever tried to overwrite Kaguri's memories was the same group that attacked her in the other world line. Whoever those people were, they were after the time machine theory hidden in Kurisu's memories. But since their experiment had failed and Kaguri had escaped, they turned their attention to the other thing Kurisu had left behind. The laptop and hard drive that Maho had. But if they were after that, did that mean they had it now?
つかその PC ってこの前マホタンが僕に託したやつ？
何？
実はね、どうしてもパスワードを解析したくて、ここにこもるようになってから橋田さんにお願いしたの。
Alright, so it's here, which means they probably didn't get anything from the hotel room. I mean, unless they're after something different, but I'm assuming not. Which also means they're gonna come here next, probably.
それじゃあノート PC は？
無事のはずよ。ね。
もちろん今は僕の秘密のアジトにあるのだぜ。つってもずっとセルンのハッキングにかかりきりだったからまだパスワードは解析できてないけどね。
That made me feel a lot better. Daru, I know you're kind of overworked, but we might need you to get on that laptop, like, right now. Now, if only we knew who had broken into her room, but it wouldn't be that easy. Still, if they'd done something like that, they must be starting to panic. What would they do next? Wait a second.
もしかしたらこれは使えるかもしれない。
使えるって？
What are you thinking about, Okabe? I didn't want to waste time explaining, so I just took out my phone and made the call. The call? To who? To Moeka? Maybe to Moeka? Kaguri's condition was getting worse. Oh, great. That's something I wanted to hear. Why is her back to the camera? Game. Staccato footsteps echoed through the darkness. Staccato footsteps! Now that is a word I have not ever heard used to describe footsteps before. That is actually really interesting. I can get behind that. Akihabara got quiet early. The ever-busy electronics stores, the concert halls that were filled with cheers, and the coffee shops that were full of laughter. All of that gave way to silence as soon as night fell. A single set of footsteps walked slowly through the silence, never breaking rhythm. They belonged to a girl. It was dark, and so it was hard to see her clearly. But it was very clear that she was acting strange. She had a cap pulled down over her face, and she was trying to avoid letting anyone see her as she walked. Who is this? As if she was hiding from someone. As if someone was chasing her. And just as she was about to turn a corner, Several men jumped out in front of her. Wait, what? The girl stopped in surprise. Suddenly there were men behind her too. Whoa! What?
椎名かがりだな。
Wait, Kagari? Is that you? One of the men spoke. His Japanese was fluent, but if she'd listened carefully, she might have detected a trace of a foreign accent. The girl they called Kagari was helpless as they surrounded her. One of the men thought to himself, this is the easiest job in the world. All they had to do was kidnap a single helpless-looking girl. There was no need to bring this many people. No, it wasn't just him. Almost everyone there felt the same way.
おとなしくしていれば手荒な真似はしない。
The men gradually began to close in. The girl simply stood there afraid and showed no signs of resistance. This was too easy. Just as the man smiled and reached out his hand. He thought he heard the sound of something slicing through the air, and then he fell to the ground, clutching his hand. Oh! This isn't Kagari, is it? It looked like 3 sausages lying on the ground. Oh, he lost his digits. Oh dear. Before they realized that the sausages were the man's fingers, another man went down from a high kick to the head. The men began to howl in rage. Yeah, kick their asses.
You fucking bitch!
Oh, well, fuck you too, buddy! They leapt at the girl, swearing, but... One of the men who was trying to attack her from behind suddenly screamed.
おいおい、静かにしな。あんまりうるさくすると、おめえらも困るんじゃねえのか?
That sounds like Mr. Braun. A huge man came out of the darkness, silhouetted by the moon. Oh, we're back to good old doom and gloom over here. Wow, okay, so it's January 15th now. It's been 4 days. That was all I could say as I watched these tough men go down one after the other. I knew from his size that Tenoji was strong. It was the other girl that really shocked me. I had a feeling it was Suzu. Good old Suzuha. Her disguise ruined, Suzuha jumped around like a cat. Each time she moved, the men around her quivered. I knew she'd undergone combat training, but I had no idea she was this strong when she was serious. The kicks from her long, lithe legs were a work of art.
やるじゃねえか、バイト。
店長もね。
The men fell to the ground without even having the time to draw their knives and guns. Several days earlier, when I realized that the enemy was probably starting to panic, I came up with a plan. Ah, this was the plan! Ha! Pretty crafty, I gotta say, Okabe. In the last world line, Moeka had told me that someone was looking for Kagari. I wondered if that was true in this world line too. So I asked Moeka to leak some information for me. A girl matching Kagari Shina's description came down to this road at the same time every day. And today, a few days later, they'd all taken the bait. I hung back behind the corner of an alley watching them fight. I felt kind of pathetic. That's okay. You're a lover, not a fighter. It's fine. I get it. But it was obvious that not only would I be of no help whatsoever, I'd actually just get in the way. Yeah.
そっちはどう?
I heard Daru's voice from the earphone on one of my ears. I'd called him and left the call connected so we could talk at any time.
鈴葉は大丈夫? 怪我してない?
Daru had been opposed to Suzuha's plan to use herself as a decoy. He must have been worried about putting his daughter in danger.
心配いらない。お前の娘は想像よりずっとすごいよ。
そりゃ僕の娘だからね。でも傷物になんかされたらおかりん。一生恨むからな。
I guess I'll take that risk. You'd be better off worrying about the people she was fighting. I suddenly heard a high-pitched whistle. At the signal, the men started to turn and run. They'd realized they'd fallen into a trap and decided to retreat.
おっと、そうはいくかよ。
Tenoji's giant arms grabbed one of the man's hands. But There was a hollow popping sound and the man's body went limp. What? Did they just kill him? No way. He was dead? He took his own life. Oh no, he killed himself.
おじさん、そっち
A piercing yell brought me back to my senses. Oh no. One of the men was coming toward the alleyway where I was hiding. Uh-oh. Our goal was to capture them and make them tell us who they were working for. Oh crap! They're coming right for me! What do I do? Do I have some sort of training? Can I drunk foo them to death? If we couldn't do that, all of this would be for nothing. I ran out in front of the man without even thinking. My sudden appearance caused him to hesitate for a moment, but he kept charging without dropping his speed. I saw that he was holding onto something shiny near his waist. It's a knife. Just as he hit me, Suzuha slammed into him with a jump kick.
おっと
The kick knocked him directly into Tennoji's waiting arms. Tennoji caught him easily, then spun the man's arms around his back so he couldn't hurt himself.
おじさん、怪我は
Did I get stabbed?
大丈夫
I totally got stabbed.
なんともない。
Why do you say you're fine? You got stabbed, you son of a bitch!
オカリン、どうしたん？何があった？
I was stabbed, you fool!
心配するな。こっちはみんな無事だ。それより鈴葉、奴は
Something like a scream came out of his mouth. At some point, Tennoji had jammed what looked like a towel into it. He was probably trying to keep him from killing himself like that last guy. Yeah, he's probably got like a cyanide capsule or something in his teeth.
おいおい、あんまり暴れるんじゃねえよ。騒ぎになって困るのはおめえもだろうが。それにまだ1本目だぜ。情けねえ。あとまだ9本も残ってる。それが終わったら目だ。それから両方の耳、鼻。まだまだお楽しみはいっぱいあるんだぜ。
His voice was cold. Oh, he's already talking about torturing him. This was the real Tennoji. This was FB. I wanted to look away, but Suzuha was watching without flinching in the slightest.
俺だって面倒な真似はしたくねえ。どうせ吐くんなら早めに吐いた方がお互いのためだと思うぜ。ん？どうだ？もう一本行くか。
The man shook his head violently.
最初からそうすりゃいいんだよ。で、おめえさんたちの元締めは誰だ？
This freaking man is hardcore. I love him. Tennoji took the towel out of the man's mouth. He said something in a whisper so small I couldn't hear it. Tennoji's pallor suddenly changed.
ストラト 4？ おい、冗談じゃねえだろな。
Excuse me? Wait, whoa, what is this? Stratofor? Official name Strategic Focus, an American civilian intelligence company sometimes called the Shadow CIA. Excuse me? It is its own independent intelligence network that it uses to gather and analyze security information from around the globe, and many famous companies and military organizations sit on its board of advisors. They are a for-profit company with completely different ideals and policies from groups like Anonymous, who crack classified information, or WikiLeaks, which publishes public interest information from whistleblowers. There is a real information brokerage company named Strategic Forecasting Inc., based out of Texas. This company bears no relationship whatsoever with Strategic Focus. What? Oh, you've got to be kidding me right now. The man desperately shook his head again.
ストラト4か。また面倒な奴らが。
Stratofor? I heard of them. Back when I was into conspiracy theories, I'd looked them up on the internet. Their real name was Strategic Focus, I think. They were an American civilian intelligence company, sometimes called the Shadow CIA. So it's basically they're basically civilian CIA. That's kind of terrifying in its own sense. As a civilian, you're not bound by the same laws exactly as you would be as a government agency. You could act way more under the radar, meaning you could probably get into some more dangerous shit. They specialized in military matters, and their skills had supposedly been put to good use during the Iraq and Gulf Wars. If a CERN rounder like Tennoji said they were a problem, they probably were. This wasn't going to be easy. But now wasn't a time for being scared.
聞いたか誰今すぐにストラト4のサーバーにハッキングをかけてくれ
オキドキ
I felt myself starting to relax after I completed my first objective. But there wasn't time for that. This was where things really began.
どうしたの店長。何か気にかかることでも。
いや、ストラト4といや民間の会社だぜ。いわば金によって雇われてる連中だ。そんな奴らがいくら捕まったからって自決までするか？
So you're thinking they're being hired by somebody else. I mean, that definitely could be the case. This definitely could be not their own interest, but somebody else. For Christ's sake, it could even be a government, a national government that's hiring them. Oh, God, what did we just stumble into? It did seem strange, come to think of it.
おい、おめえ本当に
Tennoji tried to wring the man's neck again, but...
気を失ってやがる。だらしねえやつだ。
What did you do? You broke a finger, didn't you? Tennoji sighed and took out a rope, then started to tie him up.
後始末は俺に任せて、おめえらは行け。
いいんですか
これで終わりじゃねえんだろ。
I was a little curious what he intended to do with them, but...
わかりました。後のことはお願いします。
I had other priorities right now. I said my thanks to Tennoji and hurried over to the lab with Susaha.
おじさん、早く。
わかってる。
Susaha ran through the night like a panther. It was all I could do to keep up. The path to the lab seemed far longer than it usually did. We finally made it to the lab. Mayuri Ferris and everyone else were already there waiting. And Kagari, too. How is she? Kagari was lying on the couch in obvious pain. Her breathing was shallow. Her complexion was pale. Something bad could happen to her at any moment.
なる。どうだ
ちょい待ち。前にハッキングかけた時のルートがあるから今探ってる。
前にって。お前、そんな危険なことをしてたのか
ちょっとね、友達と賭けでね。どっちが早くハックできるか勝負したんだ。ゴーゴーカレー1年分。
So you've done this before? He probably had no idea how dangerous that was.
あれどっちが勝ったか聞かないん
From the way he was acting, there was no need to even ask.
とにかく、急いでくれ。
ラジャー
Since their plan to steal back Kagari had failed, there was a good chance Stratfor would resort to an even more desperate measures. There was no time to waste, and... Yep, there's the stab I knew I got!
おかり、顔色悪いよ。
いや、なんでもない。
なんでもないことないにゃ。見せるにゃ。
Ferris ripped off my coat. Oh, that was a bad idea.
ひどい怪我してるにゃ。
岡部さん、違う。
おかり。
I tried to avoid looking at it, but there was a lot more dark blood staining the side of my shirt than I'd expected to see. When the man had stabbed me before, it must have gone in pretty deep.
問題ない。
問題ないわけないにゃ。ルカにゃ、応急手当ての用意を。
俺は大丈夫だ。前より、それよりも、係は
Great, everybody's just falling apart at the seams. Kagari was still lying on the sofa, panting for breath. For the last few days, she'd been getting weaker and weaker. Her hand reached up into the air.
ママ、ど こにいるの？
ママはここだよ。ちゃんとそばにいるよ。
Mayuri grabbed her hand tightly and she finally smiled, a weak smile. Okay, I don't. This is probably the worst time for a cut, but I need to take a break here. When we come back, oh God, I don't even know what's going to happen. Is Kagari gonna live? Is she gonna die? Is she gonna become Kurisu? I have no idea. Find out next time, and let's play some more Steins Gate Zero. This is the Musical Gamer signing off. I'll see you guys next video.